Hello guys, and today let me show you guys my full world and everything that I've done in it. Just to give a little recap, it's been a minute since the last one. I think it's been 3 months and like 8 days since it. So I want to show you guys everything that's new because a lot of it is new, but most of it is kind of old. So yeah, starting off, as you know, I'm in this place that I've been building, which is kind of like a Japanese inspired area. And I'm kind of spoiling, but there's a new build that I did. Um, but yeah, so I showed most of this in my last two videos, I think. But this area is pretty good. Now I did add leaf litter around this, just to kind of see how it looks, and it's pretty cool in my opinion. I like leaf litter. It's a nice block to put near dirt to transition it. I can't speak today. Sorry for that. That's gonna be a little bit of an issue. But yeah. So this leads me to the river. This is the river that I've been building, and that took me like a total of 12 hours to make. Not this only. This was like 4 hours. This wasn't too bad. This side was only like, or was this? I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of like worked on it, and it took a while, but it was definitely at least 12 hours of just digging out all of this. This was all dug out by hand. This was the only part I used a beacon in. Is this because of how high everything is? But everything else, I didn't even use a beacon. This, I didn't use a beacon. This, I didn't use a beacon. It was only at this part. Now here's something new that you guys have not seen at all. Here's a here's a new dock where some boats can dock up and head up to this. Now I don't have a room for a railing here, so this is a little not safe, but we don't worry about that. We go up here and we have this giant 4-story build here. Looks really good, in my opinion. It's the first time I've built something like this, so yeah, so it's 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 new and I like it pretty much. So if we go inside, I'm still working on the interior, but we still have something of an interior. Um, I'm just kind of planning it out slowly, building it up, and I got some pretty cool ideas for this. So yeah, that'll be finished and probably be in the next video probably. And I'm also going to have a new build in the next video. What I'm also going to do for the next video is I am going to tear down all of the trees you see around these builds. Uh, yeah. I'm going to do a mass deforesting to make room for a whole bunch of builds. And yeah. So I'm going to be doing that. That's probably going to take me a week or two. But yeah. So there's a build. A lot of the walls don't render. I don't really have a choice because I did it with trapdoors and stuff. So it really shows, but that's fine. I don't care too much. You still kind of get the general idea of what the build is, but from afar it doesn't look too great. It's more viewed up close, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I'll be deforesting all of this to be putting more buildings better than these, I'm gonna be honest. I've never been too happy with the builds in this area, but I'm gonna hopefully build a lot cooler ones. The build that's gonna go here, that will be in the next video, is a lot cooler than any of these, in my opinion. So yeah, that's gonna be really, really something. So, with that, um, let's do my creeper farm. Let's work backwards, and I'll show all the areas. Also, um, everything has a name now. I've named everything. So that place, the Japanese-inspired place, um, that is called the River City. Um, yeah, because it has rivers. But here is my gunpowder farm, my creeper farm. I built this whole giant rock formation around it. Um, because it looks a little bland just seeing this thing. So, I built this all the way around. Um, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's like the biggest build in my world, pretty much. It took me like in game 40 days at least to build it. So, it's pretty cool. Now you can't really see it from over here, but I think if you go like at it would have to be like there to view it, I think. Like in the actual water. So, can't really view it from far because my render distance, but um yeah. It's still a pretty cool build, and you're gonna eventually see it once when I expand everything, but that's gonna be like years, to be honest. Um, so with that fully out of the way, let's head through my nether, and, yeah. So, one thing I don't really show too much is how my nether hub works currently. It doesn't look the best, um, but it's functional, it works. It gets me to where I need to go, so that's fine. I really hate the nether, so I don't really care about it. Don't shoot me. I don't think it can. But anyways, um, down here, the reason why I have this part is two bastions are actually down this path. And I've looted both of them, and that's how I got a whole bunch of, or I guess a whole bunch, aka two, um, upgrade templates. Which is pretty cool. Now, down this way there is also another bastion, but this is mainly for my end portal, which the only thing I have in the end is my Enderman farm. There we go. But that doesn't work because there's no Endermite. So I kind of have to fix that, but I don't know if I'm gonna fix it. I don't really use it because it doesn't really. The one that I built doesn't really work in Bedrock, so I think there's just no point. But next, I'm going to go to the desert. Now this is where I go to the desert, but not only does this lead to the desert area, but it also leads to um, uh, the Nether Fortress. There we go. I had to think. Nether Fortress leads to my Nether Fortress in this world. How many times do I say Nether Fortress and everything? But yeah. So down that way, if you kept following that way, that goes to the Nether Fortress. I haven't been there in a while because I haven't needed to go there, but yeah, it's just kind of a normal place. I do really need to get more Nether or Wither Skulls, not Nether Skulls, but yeah, I'll do that eventually. But yeah, so we're headed to the desert, and a lot has changed since the last uh short. Like I did like a world tour short thing. So yeah, do I have my bow on me? I do. Ouch. Don't mind my PvP skills. I'm a builder. I'm not a PvPer. Um, I've done Bed Wars and stuff on my stream. So my Twitch viewers know I am not a PvPer. I'm very bad at Bed Wars, and stuff like that. So yeah, this netherite helps. I really need to get a totem, but I just haven't. It's kind of a thing like netherite, where I just don't. So welcome to the desert area. I'm pretty sure I named this uh Bahal because I thought that was a pretty cool name. And so, yeah. Now, this is the nether portal that I come out of. In this mangrove forest that is now deforested a lot because I need so much mangrove. Um, but here it is in all of its glory. We have an aqueduct over there. It's the first pretty much thing you see. You also see this nice beach side of the river and this big wall and gate with the port in front of it. Now if we go in through here, you can see the market and all of these buildings. A lot of this you wouldn't see if you watch the short, but uh, because, you know, it's been a minute. Like, even that wasn't there. So, yeah. I have all this now in this area. This is where I spent, like, a few thousand days. I really love building in the desert. Like, this... I've never really built in the desert, so this was new to me. And it was kind of fun, to be honest. I like this little area, though. Like, this build, I really like. I like how the colors work and everything. Um... But yeah, I just have uh, all of this too. These are all built by hand. Um, and then also back here, I got a nice little pyramid. Just a little pyramid, because why not? I wanted to throw one in back there, and it's pretty cool. That's like a fire pit type thing in the middle. So, yeah. With all that said, this is like my most favorite build. And these palm trees. These were my like first time making palm trees, so I hope you guys like them. Um, yeah. I just love the vibe of this so much. And that lone lighthouse, like, okay, I should have taken this as the thumbnail. Sorry for that. Flash warning after it happened. Um, I didn't mean to take a screenshot, but it did. So, yeah, this is the whole place really. It's not too much, but it's quite a bit. This is my biggest city I have currently, with the most builds. And I had fun with this. I had a lot of fun uh, coming up with ideas for all of them. These are all really boxy builds with like flat roofs, but that's kind of the style I was going for over here, and I think it all turned out really cool. I got these really cool angles and stuff in some of the builds. Like this one was really cool. This is where the first build I added this little drying station up at the top almost. Um, and yeah, the views are great. The sound effects are great. Now that the update is a thing. I wish it was a thing during me building over here, but that is okay. So, my future plans for this place is obviously just expanding it. I wanted to do a lot more over on this side, so it'd be both sides of the lake, having this massive city, and more of like the wall that's gonna come back over in here. And yeah, really just make all of this one piece of land. Um, while also expanding over here. So it's going to be quite a big area, and it covers a lot of ground. So I'm going to be excited when I come back here. But that's going to be a bit away because I want to work on the Japanese-inspired area, aka my river city. So with that being said, that's this desert area done. A lot of them don't have interiors, I should probably point out, but that one does. And I love the interior in that. This was my starter. I should probably go more in depth real quick. Portal room, starter, interior, um, second build done. Then this is the third, I believe. Fourth, and then it kind of sprouted around from there. And this is like the third last thing I did here. I was just like kind of improving this a lot. And yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys like this area. But like this is like the most finished area I have really. Like it's everything's almost finished. I think I just want to add a few things to this area, but according to like the expansions, uh, obviously that's not finished. So we got that. Um, also, I've just been you got a nice little thing there. I don't did I didn't really show this part off here, but also over here is a lot unfinished, but I'm okay with that because I don't know what to do over here. But yeah, I did want to do another part of this aqueduct, but I just didn't get around to doing it, so it's just like this. But that was meant to go into like the mountain over there. So with all that checked off the list, let's head to Fallgate, which I usually call the Grasslands. I finally have a name for it. I'm calling it Fallgate because I thought that was a cool name. Like every single name, I thought it was a cool name. That's how I name everything. Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. So, let me kind of, there we go. So, actually, I thought I wasn't gonna say much here, but actually I could say something. So Fallgate is, I guess, the second unfinished place. It's my starter place, but it's the most unfinished. Uh, and I'll show you a few reasons why it's unfinished. When I get to the portal. So, a lot of you don't know, how this works. It's really just tunnels because I want to avoid mobs. I know it's not the prettiest thing, and I'll eventually upgrade this, but for now I'm not going to because I like being safe. I've died way too much recently. So, yeah. By way too much, I mean like just a few times. So, here we go. This is my starter portal. This is where I found this to be my spawn point in the nether, I guess you could say. So, going through this portal, this actually links to the ruin portal that I have. And this was the first portal I actually like did because it had a lot of obsidian. I didn't want to get so much obsidian, so I just replaced it and made that my portal. Now regretting later regretting that decision, but yeah. So here is Fallgate in all of its glory. This is the first place that I built. Um, as you can see, uh, that wasn't meant to be that. Don't look there. I realize I haven't replaced that. Wow. All right. But yeah, I love this farmhouse, but that's really like not the style here. But I didn't really care because I thought it looked cool. We have this giant spire, which is the tallest build. Not the tallest like terrain, which is the creeper farm, but tallest builds. This, um, I got bees, but this I built with iron stuff. So I didn't even have like enchanted diamond stuff. I didn't have an elytra. I just built this. I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah, we got a lake here as well. Whole bunch of trees. This is all terraformed by me, if you couldn't tell. Same with these. And this whole cliff here is terraformed. Uh, I built this sheep pen. I built this to replace the little shack that I had around it because that is my skeleton farm. We got a cow farm. We got this build, which I really like. It's to go to this other area, which which leads over here. No blocks. I haven't used no blocks at all. After. All right. So going up here, they love to put holes here. I'm annoyed at that. But yeah, this was all terraformed as well. Going up here, we got the cathedral and all this stuff on the tops of the cliffs. Now, this is my starter house. I should probably mention that. This is my starter house, but underneath my starter house is the Lost City that's in the mines. It's like way down. So that was fun figuring that out. But we got this, the cathedral. Um, over here, I really like this place. Um, I got like just cool houses. They're kind of different styles, but I kind of link them a little bit. This, I use armor stands. Same at the B area, I use armor stands as a way to create custom balconies. I got this, which is going to be for more storage. I got this for horse pens, but I haven't done the interior. I had it planned out, but I don't have it anymore, sadly. I had it planned out in creative. Um, I have terrain here. I wanted to do like little terrain spikes, but I might take those away to be honest, because they look a little random. And then I have this random gate over here that goes into a mine that I dug out by hand. It was this. I think this was the only part that wasn't dug out by me, but the rest of this was all dug out. So yeah, dug that out, did that. It's pretty cool. Now if I go over here real quick, um, let's look at this build closer. We got some trees and stuff up here. Did the same thing I did with that other thing, which is that part in the middle, the other like tower that I have in the desert area. But also, this was meant to be an expansion, but I got rid of it. Didn't really look right to me, so I got rid of it. So it's just a path now over there. But finally, in this area, we have the gray area up here, which is pretty crazy. Now you get up from the terrain up to here, and you start seeing all this. This is definitely one of my better builds. I really like how this looks, how this all turned out, especially that. Um, that looks really cool. And I like the vibe of this area, and I'm still working on it because I want to dig this down super, super far. So I still got that to do. That's why this is unfinished, this place. So the reason why it's unfinished is because I have to dig that. But only that, I want to expand this pretty much where you see all this empty space over here. If I get down from the clouds. All of this I want to also have buildings and stuff around and gates to get to different areas. So, yeah. With all that being said, the last thing I have to show you guys last thing I need to show you guys is this. This road leads all the way out to here. And this I haven't started yet, but I will start this after the Japanese inspired area is a red colored theme city. Like a red buildings and all of that. I'm going to be building out on top of this plateau. And I did build this. I kind of want to fix that when I get back here, but yeah. That's everything in the world. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will appreciate that with everyone that does it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.